Joyce, a lot of people ask, how did the possum drop get started in Tallapoosa? Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, the Tallapoosa Business Association was discussing ways to make money for the city, and Midge Baxton and I was off on a trip after we had been discussing that, and she said, "Well, why can't we do a New Year's Eve celebration and charge for that?" And I said, "Well, New York does the ball drop and Atlanta does the peach drop. Why can't Tallapoosa do the possum drop, since the possum was instrumental in part of Tallapoosa's history?"
Well, you know, Tallapoosa was, in the beginning, was called Possum Snout. So I know you all talked about it. Then did you come back and present it to the Business Association, the idea?
Yes. We mentioned it to Tommy Allen, who's president of the Business Association, and then at our next meeting we put it before a vote and decided to do a possum drop that year.
How did you ever find a possum to drop?
Mary Tolleson was part of the Business Association, and she had had a possum made and stuffed, and Wayne Davis Concrete had a wire cage made to drop the possum in. So the first year, that's what we used in our ball.
So we found the tallest building in town, which was 2 stories, and put the possum up there, and at midnight dropped that possum. But how many people do you think were there?
40 or 50 people.
After that first year, did you ever find a real possum?
Yes, we was discussing it. We needed a real possum to go in that cage. It just would look better. And Mary Tolleson called Bud Jones and asked him if he had one, and he said he did, that he had mounted. So a live possum looked a lot better in the cage than our stuffed possum did.
So now that possum's been used every year since then for about really over 20 years. I know after a few years the possum was given a name. How did that ever start?
Ralph Spencer came to town in the late 1800s, and he was instrumental in bringing tourism to Tallapoosa and promoting the Lithia Hotel. And we named the possum after Spencer, Ralph Spencer.
So we have had little books written about Spencer Possum, and sometimes he dresses up in a tuxedo and a top hat, and has become sort of the mascot since the possum draw, since Possum Snout was our name. In the beginning, this possum drop was sponsored by the Business Association. Then I think it went down to the Downtown Development Authority, and then now there are 2 people that are really the committee, Patrick Clary and Danny Welch. And so from that 30 or 40 or 50 people the first year, how many do we have now?
5,000 or more.
And it's really a destination for a lot of people coming from faraway states.
Yes. I know we've had people from Arizona, North and South Carolina.
And sometimes from England and different from countries.
Yes.
So it's become a very popular tourist attraction for Tallapoosa.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.